What is up, and welcome back to another video. Today I wanted to cover one of my favorite decks of all time because he's gotten some really great support cards and he's basically unaffected by the rotation. Blue-Yellow Ace is a really great leader that once per turn you basically get to look at the top 5 cards of your deck and put a 5-cost character on the top of your life. The only thing to worry about is the fact that it's face up, and at the end of your turn all your face up life cards will be trashed. But that's totally fine because that's still a free card and you have plenty of ways to make use of it. The best way to do so is with this 2-cost ace, because you can just trash him from your field to play out an ace from the top of your life cards. This is extremely consistent because we play 20 5-cost aces. Viola is another great card that can take advantage of your face-up life cards because you can just play her out and then flip that life card face down. I like to play 4 copies of her because you always want to see one of these cards in your hand, and she effectively lets you stop 2 attacks with her since she's a blocker herself. Zeus is another great card, so I play 4 copies of him as well, since he can add that card from the top of your life to your hand, and then KO an opponent's character with 5 cost or less, so it's basically free. This 5-cost ace is super good because he gets to look at the top cards of your deck and add one of these 2-cost characters to your hand. You can also play one out from your hand, but it will be rested, so I just don't do it very often. This ace is really nice, especially in the mid to late game, because he lets you play out one of your 2-cost aces from your trash, letting you easily keep looping your leader's effect to put your leader at 7,000 power. This rush ace is probably the best one to see and to put on the top of your life, just because he can put tons of pressure on your opponent, and that 7,000 power number is really good because it's much harder for your opponent to attack over. I really like this blue blocker ace as well because he helps you fix your hand and the top or bottom of your deck. And for the last ace, I really like this 5-cost 2k counter because he's not terrible to throw him on top of your life and play him out with your 2-cost ace, but it's also great to just get in your hand. These cards are all searchable from Monkey D. Garp and the Three Brothers Bond, so I play 4 copies of each because you really want to see the 5-cost PRBO2 ace as well as your 2-cost ace as quickly and as often as possible. I also like to play 1 copy of the new OP15 Luffy because he also has rush and he just gets massive on the field. Your opponent really won't see this coming. He's a really nice tool to have, and 1 is plenty because you have a ton of searchers and you can even just toss him on top of your life and then just add him to your hand that way. I play 4 copies of the 5-cost 2k Sabo, mostly because it's a 5-cost that can just be put on top of your life, but also it's searchable off of your Garp in Three Brothers Bond. For the last 2k, I play the 5-cost Satori, just because you don't mind hitting him and he has a pretty decent trigger. And finally, I play 3 copies of the 5-cost Porcelino. This guy is just incredible. He's a blocker, and he lets you put a card on top of your life. So he's just really incredible for defense, and comboing him with a Viola lets you gain 2 life cards that turn and put 2 blockers on the field. So he's just a really easy way to get your defenses up. Now, I play 30 5-cost characters because you always want to see about 2 or 3 characters whenever you use your leader's effect. Not only do you want to have some choice in which card you put into your life, but you also want to make sure you're putting a 5-cost character on the bottom of your deck as well. This is because you'll often actually cycle through your entire deck and you don't want to hit a dead spot. So just keep this in mind whenever you're using a searcher effect or putting them back from your leader's effect. This deck is incredibly fast and actually stands a good chance against a lot of the meta because you have a ton of defense, and even against things like the purple Enel, you're going to be boosting your leader to 7,000 power super often, so your life is going to be incredibly hard to touch. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. It really helps me out. If you want to play in online tournaments, I host one every week, so go ahead and join my Discord. The link is in the description. But other than that, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you guys next time.